got a call from Danny Ferry, and he explained to me they were exploring some options to trade me. So about 3 or 4 days later, they traded me. So I was out on the West.
What was your reaction originally?
Okay, it's going into my 10th year. I understand the business. I understand the business of basketball, and I also knew that, my stay in Atlanta was probably going to be short-lived. I don't think it was a great fit for them, and it wasn't a great fit for me. So I think, for both sides, moving forward, it was going to work.
How are you feeling physically right now?
Physically, I'm fine.
How hard was it last year coming back from the knee injury? Like, how long did it take before you started to feel like you're back to your old self?
It was difficult. I'm a guy that prides myself on the way I work on the off season, how I prepare for a season. I didn't have that opportunity coming back from a knee injury. I missed the first 10, 15 games going into the season. I just didn't have an opportunity to kind of get in the vibe of things, get in the rhythm of things. I didn't have the opportunity to have training camp with my teammates, to be in practice with my teammates, to understand where guys wanted the basketball and create that rhythm. And that's very important with basketball. It's extremely important when you're trying to win basketball games. And, by the time I came back, the guys that were there in training camp, that were there in the summer, they had already caught a rhythm. So I just felt like the whole season I was playing catch-up. So definitely one of the most difficult seasons that I've had. But I look forward to the new opportunity with being here in Toronto, being with a new group of guys and continuing on my career.
Do you feel like you're back to where you were before the injury?
Yeah, I feel like I'm close. I feel like I'm close just by me working out, being in the gym, playing in a few Pro-Am games, and knowing the things that I'm capable of doing, just getting that confidence, being explosive towards the rim. I feel like I'm really close.
How well do you know some of the guys here? Did you work out with Kyle at all in Philly since he's from there?
Yeah. Kyle and I worked out a lot because he was a Philly guy and I was in Philly. Amir, Tyler, and myself were all in the same class, so we've basically known each other since high school. So, those are relationships that I've had prior to coming here.
And you've been with the squad now and the organization for about a week now. How have they welcomed you so far?
I got to be honest, man. It's been very delightful just to be around these guys. And, we had dinner when we were out in Vegas with the guys, and, they're hungry. They want to be respected. They want people to take them seriously. And I'm one of those type of people. I accept challenges. I love a great challenge. I love to play with guys who want to be challenged, who want to be great. And that's the attitude that these guys have. So like I said, I look forward to it.
Do you have any strong expectations for yourself and the team?
Based on the season that they had last year, and based on what I can bring to the table, I feel like being in the playoffs isn't enough for this group. And I feel like they feel the same way. After speaking to everybody, just making the playoffs isn't good enough. So I don't want to be the new guy and make all these expectations, but, we definitely expect to be successful.
Obviously, it's a team that has a lot of talent in the backcourt. Have you had a conversation yet with Masai or Coach Casey about your role and what they're expecting of you?
Just come off the bench, bring a ton of energy, and score the basketball.
You've been to the postseason five different seasons. What can you bring to this young crew of guys?
Just leadership, experience. In Philadelphia, we had some pretty good runs. I think we were 2 possessions away from being in the Eastern Conference Finals when, we had barely even made the playoffs. So I've been on some teams that started from the bottom and created some great opportunities for themselves. So I think that's what I bring to the table.
You mentioned you've been in the league for 9 years now, spending time in the same division as the Raptors. You've seen them quite a bit. Have you noticed a difference in perception, the way they're perceived around the league over the last couple of years?
Absolutely. Being in Atlanta, just preparing to play against those guys, knowing that you had to play until the buzzer went off. And it showed. I think one game in Atlanta, we were up 20 and they came back and they beat us. And that's just the type of team they have. Everybody knows Kyle's personality. He's very scrappy, very competitive guy, and DeMar is coming into his own as an all-star in this league. And everybody is growing in the right direction. So I think guys are building their reputations the right way.
You're still a young guy, but you've been in the league a long time. Do you feel ready to take more of a veteran role on a team with young guys?
I think I'm the oldest guy on the team right now, if I'm not mistaken. And that's scary because we have a lot of talented guys. And, again, I'm still considered a young guy in this league, but that just speaks volumes of the type of team that they've put together, a very young and athletic team, and I look forward to adding to that.
And you've had a history of being that instant offense off the bench. And going through the injury, you kind of didn't see it as much, but is that a role you think you can really bring to these guys? Because they did struggle to score at times off the bench.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. They play an open style of basketball. That's a style that benefits the way that I play, that benefits what I bring to the table. So like I said, I look forward to getting up here, getting the season started, and starting a fresh year with fresh legs, without injuries, and just going forward.
Over the last couple of years, they brought in a few shooters, but I've always viewed you more as you're a scorer. Is there a difference between guys who are just shooters and guys who?
Absolutely. I think when you have a scorer makes plays for other guys as well as himself. Excuse me, because of the attention that we bring in. Sometimes shooters, you can just run them off the line, and they probably won't be as successful. Some of those guys can't dribble, can't make plays for other people. So I just think that's the only difference between a scorer and a guy that just shoots.
Coach Casey's gone to a lot of, I know you're a sort of a combo guard, but he likes the 2-point guard lineup, and Graves is kind of a combo guard too. So obviously you see that as a good fit, the way they like to go a lot of Kyle with another guard as well.
Absolutely. I've played on teams like that, in Philadelphia. I've played with a Drew Holiday and Evan Turner, and all three of us being on the court at the same time. And then in Atlanta, Devin Harris, myself, and Jeff Teague being on the court at the same time, creating small lineups and playing a fast pace. So that's something that I've had experience with, something I'm used to. I feel like, and we've had success with it.
Which of your new teammates are you most looking forward to playing with?
I've never played with any of these guys, so I'm just excited to be around all of them.